to the channel. I am clearly a different color and I'm very excited about it because I have not had any color for months because I've been growing my hair out. But today I am very excited because we're going to be doing I have no idea if anyone has done this, but literally I'm going to try to put in as many collaborations that I have personally, and I'm going to add them to this video. So it's going to be a YouTuber collab focused video. So I'm going to try to pull as many products that a person has collabed on. Today's victim is going to be Miss Jaclyn Hill, and I have so many products that she's either used, collabed, or it's like somewhat with her in the range. So I'm very excited. I currently have a whole bunch of moisturizer. So all brushes that I'm going to be using in this video are the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush collab. All the brushes in here. Ooh. I'm going to be using a sponge. It's the actual sponge that she loves using. It's the Morphe contour and highlight sponge. I included this in the Laura Lee video, so if you guys have seen that one, this is this one. Please subscribe, thumbs up. Please join me on my journey because let's grow together. Let's build this bond together. So, and by the way, this is not going to be inspired by any of her looks. I'm actually going to be inspired from a Zendaya look that I feel like the colors in the palette will go together. So yeah. For eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to be using Soft Ochre because this is my go-to, and I feel like it just works for me. So I'm just going to take my own brush. I'm just going to take my Morphe E43 brush. It's a little brush like so, and I'm just going to clean up underneath the brow bone. So I'm just going to take my finger, just gonna blend the rest of it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a face brush, and this is the Morphe 438. It looks like so. I am going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to take the color, oh, I don't even know what this color is anymore, Lucid. I'm going to take the color Lucid, and I'm just going to use it to set. Okay. Well, I have similar brushes in my collection that are repeats in this one, and for some reason this one is way more skinnier than the one I have, and the one I have is like a year or two old, so I don't know. So obviously for eyeshadow, we're going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette. Now this one is the original that has the back and has this backing to it. It really doesn't, it's the original one. It doesn't have the new packaging. But loyal subscribers like me, also want to bring back this one. So this one is the original Jaclyn Favorites palette, and it looks like this. I actually gave one of these away to one of you guys back in the day, and this is what the back looks like. I just attached that little cardboard saying to this one, and this is what that looks like. It looks completely different. I love this palette, you guys. It was one of my first palettes, and I have a lot of memories. I do gotta say that this eyeshadow right here, this one, has been used the most, as well as this shade, these middle zones. I know you can't get a hands on this one, so I don't want to be that bitch. I mean, I might be that bitch, but still. So we're gonna use the new one. I'm gonna take Silk Cream and MFEO, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I'm going to take the Morphe M432. Yes, and it looks like this. It's a little flat brush. And I'm going to take the shade Abyss, and I'm just going to shape out the outer corner here. From here, I'm just going to make a circle shape that's going to connect to that color. But I'm going to use another brush that's not in the collection because I don't think she had a flat brush. The Morphe M224, and this video is not sponsored. I'm going to take the color pool party and twerk and mix those two together. So I'm going to focus pool party in the inner corner first. From that one, I'm just going to transition twerk onto the center of the lid. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Royalty and I'm just going to go a little bit higher and I'm just going to give myself a second crease. So I'm going to take the first really small brush. I'm going to take the E36, which looks like so. It's a really, really small brush and I'm just going to take that shadow and I'm just going to start blending this outwards. I'm going to take a little bit of Royalty again and I'm just going to add this into the black so it's just not a boring black. Going back in with Silk Cream, I'm just going to blend the top here. And now I'm going to take the Morphe M506. Looks like so. She's really pretty. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm going to take this palette and I'm going to take this purple and a little bit of this one. Continue to take a little bit of this one, and since these are mattes, to blend a little bit more of that Royalty eyeshadow. But you know what? It's okay. We're obviously going for a different route than what Jaclyn usually does, but I feel like she has color. Let's play with the color. This is the eye look that I wanted to do ever since I saw it, and I love it. I just feel like it looks so beautiful. If you want to have more of a white shade, to take the second shade in the original palette, and I'm just going to go up here. And I'm just going to blend this a little bit more down so it's not too high up. For eyebrows, she does the brow definer by Anastasia. I don't have that, so I use the medium brown Dipbrow. And I will be using my own brush, I think. Use the Morphe R44 brush. Different from one eye to the next eye. I'm going to quickly do the other eye off camera. And for lashes today, she hasn't collabed with any lashes, but I do know that these are definitely one of her faves as well as mine. These are the Kim Tai Lion Hearted Lash. So, okay, we have the eyes on, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to primer. The primer that I'm going to be using is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is not a collab. This is literally, she uses this all the time, and I have to use it. So it's also a YouTube made me buy it. This one, I'm just going to use a regular foundation. I'm just going to be using the Milani's Conceal and Perfect Foundation, and this is in the shade 5. I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 brush. It just buffs your foundation so beautifully. You guys have seen that I was kind of in a funk, and it mainly had to be with the fact that I had like about 2 years ago, I was very, very childish, and I said some dumbass shit about certain people, and I'm not gonna lie, it was something stupid, and I was just being a petty ass little bitch pretty much. I just want to bring this up just because I just want to say, ever since I've let that hatred and that very dark place of my life go, I feel so much better. I have said this and I have apologized for my previous actions. We all are human, we all grow as people, and I have no resentment towards anyone. I don't hate anyone. I'm not sure if someone hates me, and you can, it's up to your own judgment, but I personally, I don't have any hate towards anyone. Having hate just leaves that very big resentful feeling in your heart, and I just can't live with that anymore. So I don't hate anyone. I have absolutely no drama. I have nothing towards anyone. I just want to say that if I have offended anyone, if I've done anything towards anyone and I haven't said it, out loud. I want to say it now. I'm so sorry for being such an ass and being so arrogant and so childish. I apologize from the deepest bottom of my heart. The thing about this brush, it like buffs so nicely, but I feel like you can't buff everything away. Like my nose, I have to pat, but it pats really good too. Good. For concealer, I'm just going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I know Jaclyn loves this one as much as everybody else on YouTube. I'm going to take the Morphe sponge because this is what she uses. Once you've learned and you've grown, and I feel like there's always room to learn, there's always room to grow as a person, as a human being, with anything really. Always room for improvement. I finished Stranger Things, you guys. I loved it. If you guys have finished Stranger Things, comment down below. I'm going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes because I don't want it to be too crazy. I'm just going to use the Rcma No Color Powder. Oh, she's loud. The M438 brush, sorry. Before we move on with the rest of the face and setting everything, I'm just going to be using a next collab, which is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Prosecco Pop. And this one is obviously the liquid form. The other side of my beauty blender sponge. So I'm going to take more of that Rcma powder. Use the E41. Which is the brush she is using for powder. And I'm going to apply this where I just put the setting spray. What the hell? Moving back to bronzer, I'm just going to use the Shade and Light palette again, and I'm just going to be using the Morphe R2 brush and the middle shade from the palette, and I'm just going to bronze up the forehead and the whole face. I'm going to take the Morphe R10 brush. It's a contour little brush, and I'm going to take the lightest cooler tone shade, and I'm going to start contouring my cheeks. So for the next collab, I'm just going to be using the Jaclyn face palette, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to take my favorite shades in here, which is Rose Spritz and Amaretto, which are these two. I'm going to go in with Amaretto first, and then I'll do Rose Spritz. And I'm going to do this one more closer to the cheekbone. If you guys are super old subbies, you guys have seen this little palette here. I'm not sure what it was, but it's Champagne Glow little palette. So it looks like this. It has 3 little shades. I would use this as a blush, the top one, and this is Champagne Pop, and this is Pearl. This one is just the only collab, and these two are already singles. 510 brush from her collection. And I'm just going to take Champagne Pop. Or if you don't have that one, you can definitely use the limited edition Champagne Pop Highlight Single. The highlight is kind of blinging, but I'm just going to go ahead and add the other two. This is Prosecco Pop on this side right here. And I'm just going to add this one right on top. I'm just going to be extra, and I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm just going to take the actual pearl, the white shade here, and this is what I used to hella use. And I'm just going to add it right here. Take a really small brush, the Morphe M213, it's super duper duper tiny. I'm just going to take that shade in the inner corner. All the face palettes I have, let me just spray my face with Flicks Plus. Back with the Jaclyn palette, I am going to start taking Guilty one more time, And I'm going to take the M432 and taking the E36. I'm just going to go with that shade. And then just go in with Lower Lash Mascara. Last collab of the video is going to be the lipstick. I know she did a collab forever ago, and I think she is no longer sponsoring the lipstick, or I'm not really sure what's going on, but this is the lipstick that she made with Gerard Cosmetics. It's in the shade 1995, my birthday year. And you know, I just thought it might look good with this look. I mean, might be my lipstick, but this is like kind of dry. If you do not have that lipstick, don't be afraid. You can use Androgyny. It's kind of a similar color. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love this look. It's definitely amazing to see all her products, everything that she has done. Jaclyn Hill is such a beautiful entrepreneur who has done so much for herself. Like, just seeing how far she has progressed and how normal she is, just like all of us, just makes you get, you know, like inspiration from her. So obviously she knows her stuff. I love everything in this video. I love this look. Like, obviously Zendaya inspired, totally totes for her, but this palette just screamed this look, and I knew it. I always knew it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you like this video. Thumbs this video up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!